Loading and firing the musket is probably the most important lesson a soldier can learn. New recruits are taught the loading procedure in 9 counts. Prepare to load. Load. Handle cartridge. Tear cartridge. Charge cartridge. Draw rammer. Ram cartridge. Return rammer. Prime. Shoulder arms. Ready? Aim. Fire. Having the sequence well drilled into the soldier means fewer mistakes and more firepower on the line. A veteran soldier can load and fire 3 aimed shots per minute. A single soldier is like a single bee or ant. They only become really effective in groups. They stand and support each other.
Shoulder, arm. Firing by file. Commence, fire.
Companies can give fire in a number of ways. For a constant, sustained fire, they fire by file.
Cease fire.
The company also has a 1-2 punch that kicks like a mule.
The company will fire by rank. Rear rank, ready. Aim. Fire. Load. Front rank, ready. Aim. Fire. Load. The company will fire by music. Commence. Fire.
Generally, when coming into engagements, they fire a volley for effect, and then the men fire at will to get the most lead possible into the air. A regiment of about 400 men can fire more than 1,200 rounds per minute and sustain that until their ammunition is gone.
This is the light 12-pounder Model 1857 cannon, nicknamed the Napoleon for the man who pushed its development, Emperor Napoleon III of France. It could shoot a 12-pound iron ball a mile or more. It could shoot bursting shells into enemy concentrations to kill and disable soldiers. It could fire canister, tin cans filled with solid iron balls, into charging soldiers at point-blank range. The Napoleon was a very effective weapon, the most widely used artillery piece on both sides of the Civil War. A good gun crew can fire 4 aimed shots a minute with the Napoleon. But it takes, under ideal conditions, 10 men to do it. 2 men, the highest ranking, are full-time observers. One, a commissioned officer, is the chief of section, commanding this gun and one other. The other man, a non-com, is chief of the piece and commands this gun. Both men watch the effects of the firing and order changes as needed. 2 more men are stationed some distance behind the gun, where they take care of the limber and its ammunition chest. Still another man runs back and forth, carrying ammunition up to the cannon. 5 men are stationed at the cannon, but only one of them, the gunner, has a title. The rest are simply numbered. The gunner gives the orders to load and fire the cannon. It is he who actually aims the gun, using a brass sight but relying mostly on knowledge and experience. He chooses the right ammunition, estimates the range, judges the elevation, and calculates the effect of wind on his shot. And he does it almost instinctively.
Ready? Fire!
Once fired, the gun has to be cooled off and cleaned out. So, while the number 3 man thumbs the vent, cutting off air to anything burning inside, the number 1 man of the crew sponges out the barrel. By this time, the ammunition carrier has brought up another round ready for loading. Each round of ammunition is made up of 3 parts: a flannel bag containing 2.5 pounds of black powder, a wooden disc called a sabot, and a 12-pound iron ball, all held together with metal straps and cords. When this package is rammed down the barrel, the powder bag winds up directly beneath the vent. But while the sponging and loading are taking place, the gunner is setting his sight, gives the order,
Ready?
grabs his sight, and moves back out of the way to watch the shot. The flannel bag is pierced from above with a sharp metal pick, exposing the gunpowder for instant ignition by the primer, which in this instance is a hollow copper tube filled with a gunpowder compound. A twisted wire runs through the tube at right angles. When the wire is pulled, friction ignites the priming powder, which sets off the larger charge of gunpowder. The primer tube shoved deep into the vent and held there while the lanyard takes the strain. And the gunner shouts the order to
Fire! Load!
the gun is made ready to fire again.